Cole Porter wrote it. For 10 points, name the orchestra leader who in the 1940s made it a popular standard through this distinctive arrangement. Listen.
Smith Lee.
Artie Shaw.
Artie Shaw is the answer. Linda Lee of Smith College answered our first toss-up question and therefore won a chance for the Smith College team at our first bonus question in today's game in the General Electric College Bowl.
The Intercollegiate Battle of Brains, the General Electric College Bowl, presenting outstanding varsity scholars throughout America, and brought to you each week by the General Electric Company. General Electric, makers of world-famous portable home appliances, vacuum cleaners, radios, and clocks. Today's contest brings together a challenging team of 4 varsity scholars carrying the black and gold of Purdue University of Lafayette, Indiana, and our current champions who are out to uphold the white and gold of Smith College of Northampton, Massachusetts. And now here's that man with the questions, Allen Ludden.
Hi, everybody. It's very good to have you with us as we begin our second year in the College Bowl. We have 2 very fine teams. Should be a good game, so let's get it started and meet these teams. Here they are, the challengers from Indiana, Purdue University.
Maurice Fervor, Montreal, Canada.
Bruce Sherwood, West Lafayette, Indiana.
Judy Sherwood, West Lafayette, Indiana.
George Guise, West Lafayette, Indiana.
That's Purdue, the challengers. Now here are the 10. Last week's winners, the ladies, the varsity scholars from Smith College.
Rita Cotler, Brooklyn, New York.
Eileen Hertz, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Linda Lee, West Hartford, Connecticut.
Rosalie Warren, Bernardsville, New Jersey.
That's Smith. All right, you've met the teams. Now may I explain the rules of our game. In the GE College Bowl, I have 2 kinds of questions. A toss-up question worth 10 points, a bonus question worth the stated number of points. Now, the team that signals first that it knows the answer to a toss-up question must answer it correctly before it gets a chance at a bonus question. If a team misses a toss-up question, the other team is given a chance to answer it. Now, remember, teams, you may interrupt me as I'm asking a toss-up question. But if you do and your answer is incorrect, I must penalize your team 5 points and repeat the entire question, giving the other team a free chance at it. One more point. On a toss-up, only the person who signals may speak. One person only on a toss-up. The team with a greater number of points at the end of the game is declared the winner and returns next week to defend its title here in the GE College Bowl. Each week, the General Electric Company will award to the school of the winning team a $1,500 scholarship grant, and to the school of the runner-up team a $500 scholarship grant. Those are the rules. Our game begins directly after this message from General Electric.
Want to know how to beat a better batter every time? Easy.
By recognizing Artie Shaw, Smith College won our first toss-up question and therefore a chance at our first bonus question. You ready, ladies? Here you go. 30-point bonus. For 10 points apiece, what famous scientists were noted for their research on the following things? The sweet potato, soybean, and peanut.
George Washington Carver.
10 points. Now, the Galapagos groundfinch, cormorant, and guanaco. 10 points.
Not Audubon.
What scientist?
James Audubon?
No, Charles Darwin. Charles Darwin on the Beagle. All right. You can still make 10 points. What scientist now? Research on the following things: wine, milk, silkworms, and beer.
Louis Pasteur.
Pasteur is right for 10 points. All right. I have a 20-point bonus coming up, and here's your toss-up. It's common for speakers to address their audiences as ladies and gentlemen. For 10 points, in what book is an audience addressed like this? Hear, all ye angels, progeny of light, thrones, dominations, princedoms, virtues, powers.
Purdue, Fervor, and Sherwood will take Fervor.
Milton's Paradise Lost.
Right for 10 points. Right for 10 points. You were a little tentative. Was that a guess?
No,
That was, you knew. All right. Incidentally, on a tie within one team, we always read from left to right and take the one on the left. All right, here we go. You won now a chance at a 20-point bonus. Here you go, Purdue. Some pairs of words in English are almost Siamese twins. You know, you seldom hear the first one without the other. Now, for a quick 5 points apiece, what pair of almost inseparable words means Wreckage and driftage.
Flotsam and jetsam.
5 points. Friends and relatives.
Kith and kin.
5 points. Very, very clean and fresh.
Spick and span.
5 points. Available to do bidding.
Beck and call.
5 points. You got them all. You have a 30-point. Okay. We have a 30-point bonus coming up. 30-pointer coming up. Here's your toss-up for 10 points. Name this battle. An English admiral was killed during it. It took place off the southwest coast of Spain.
Purdue, Guise.
Trafalgar.
Trafalgar is right on the second clue. Very good. You interrupted me, but you gave me the right answer, so here you now have a chance at a 30-point bonus question, and it's a question on moods and emotions. For 10 points apiece, identify the Homeric hero who sulked in his tent.
Achilles.
Achilles is right. Do you know why he sulked?
Sure, because his girl had been taken away.
Who took it? Who took her?
Menelaus.
No, Agamemnon, but very good. You got the 10 points. All right. The folk song heroine who wept and cried and tore her hair. Identify her. She's the fair young maid in Foggy, Foggy Dew, and I was going to sing it, but let's skip it. All right. The poet who, according to a well-known poem, wanted no moaning at the bar when he put out to sea.
Alfred Lord Tennyson.
Right, for 10 points. What's the score, Don?
Purdue, 60. Smith, 30.
I have a 20-point bonus coming up, and here's your toss-up. Sigmund Freud wrote Beyond the Pleasure Principle. For 10 points, what philosopher wrote Beyond Good and Evil?
Smith, Hurst.
Frederick Nietzsche.
Right, for 10 points. Nietzsche. All right. Now, here you go. You can come back up with this, Smith. Here's your 20-point bonus question. This year, the Summer Olympic Games are to be held in Rome. For 10 points apiece, where were they held in 1932?
United States? No.
We need it more specific than that. And I'm sorry, time is called Los Angeles. Los Angeles. All right, you can still get 10 points if you'll tell me where the Olympic Games were held in 1936.
Melbourne?
No. Very famous ones. Berlin, those. Berlin. All right, I have a 30-point audio bonus. We call this an audio bonus, but it's a new kind. It's coming up now. 30 points. Here's your toss-up. You'll get it. A few weeks ago, this painting was sold at auction in London for over $400,000, much more than the artist ever earned by painting in his whole lifetime. For 10 points now, all you have to do is tell me who painted it.
Smith, Cotler.
Van Gogh.
No, can you take it, Purdue?
Purdue, Bruce Sherwood.
Cezanne.
Yes, Cezanne is right for 10 points. All right. All right, Purdue, you have now a 30-point a musical bonus in a way. You know, a melody has been often likened to a pretty girl, but a more accurate musical definition would be that it is a collection of intervals. Now, for 10 points each, you are to identify the following intervals which Hank Jones will play for you right now. First of all, what is this interval for 10 points?
It's a fourth.
Fourth.
A fourth is right for 10 points. You can make 10 more points if you will recognize this interval.
Yeah, diminished third.
No, it's not a diminished third, it's a minor third.
Minor.
Huh? All right, that's not right. Oh, I get so mixed up on the diminished and minors. All right. You can still make 10 points if you will identify this interval. All right. All right, what is it?
It's a fourth.
It's a fourth? No.
Fifth.
Hey, wait. I'm sorry. You did not get the points. Play a fourth, though. It's way here. Play a fourth. Then play a fifth. You hear it? All right. 10 points. I think they got one of those, didn't they? One. What's the score now, Don?
Purdue, 80. Smith, 40.
I have a 30-point bonus coming up and a 10-point toss-up. For 10 points, what bird is better than a birdie?
Smith, Lee.
An eagle.
An eagle in what?
Golf.
Right. Okay. Here you go, Smith. It's a mathematical bonus to test your knowledge of English kings. Take the number of English Edwards. Add the number of Henrys. Subtract the number of Georges. Multiply by the number of Williams. This is a mathematical bonus to test their knowledge of English kings. All right, what is your numerical answer?
40.
40 is right. Would you run it down?
8. There are 8 Henrys.
8 Henrys, 8 Edwards.
8 Edwards, 6 Georges, and 4 Williams.
Very good, very good. 30-point bonus there. That's the whistle that signals our halftime break with the score.
Tied up, Purdue 80, Smith 80.
We're going to, in just a moment, we're going to take out time and talk to these teams.
Whether your home is mostly hard...
For Purdue have come to us as usual with a complete with pictures. And to tell us about the pictures of their school and their campus, we have Mrs. Bruce Sherwood. You know, Judy, you and Bruce are the first married couple ever to appear in a team in the college bowl. Will you tell us, Judy, about your school?
Certainly. The newcomer to Purdue may arrive at the Purdue Airport, the first university airport in the United States. It houses the School of Aeronautical Engineering and was given to Purdue in 1931. On campus, the principal administrative offices are contained in the university's executive building. Purdue has a total enrollment of 14,192 students and for many years has had the largest undergraduate enrollment in engineering in the country. The university offers the Bachelor of Arts degree and the Bachelor of Science degree as well as graduate degrees. One of our most outstanding buildings is the Edward C. Elliott Hall of Music, which is the center of cultural life and activities for northwestern Indiana. It contains 6,107 seats and is practically the size of Radio City Music Hall in New York. The Memorial Center building, which includes the TV studios, offices of adult education, and 3 theaters, contains 550 rooms. It also houses the Purdue Library and its General Conference Center since it adjoins the Purdue Memorial Union, which is the center of student life on campus.
Very good. It's a beautiful campus and a fine school, and we're glad to have you here. Now, let's beat these young ladies who last week surprised us by winning in that 5-point margin. A lot of you would like to know more about them personally, and so let's find out about them. Maybe it's because we have a married couple, but I noticed the ring, Rita. Are you married?
No, but I'm going to be.
When?
In June.
When you're married, you're going to pursue your studies?
Yes, I'm going to continue in graduate school in zoology.
Very good. Arlene, you graduate this year.
Yes.
You're going to continue your studies?
Yes, graduate school in American Studies.
Now, what precisely is American Studies?
American Studies is an interdepartmental major. We study history, literature, art, government of an area.
Mm-hmm. As opposed to?
As opposed to a specific discipline such as history, where you study the field.
Very good. Linda, on your campus, you are president of an organization. What is it called?
It's the Smith Political Association.
And what does it do?
Well, we're trying to encourage interest in American politics.
Now, being a woman's school, does that imply that women need to be encouraged to be interested in politics?
Well, we need to pursue them, to encourage them to pursue their interest actively.
You think they need a little push, huh?
A little bit.
Oh, fine. Rosalie, last year in your junior year, where did you study?
Trinity College, Dublin.
As part of your Smith course, right?
Yes, that's right.
What did you study?
I studied English literature and Anglo-Irish literature. A little bit of archaeology thrown in.
Many students go take a year abroad like that?
Quite a number of them do in foreign languages, and some in art, and quite a few in government and sociology as well.
It's a new development in our colleges, and a very fine one, this foreign studies. And now, I'd like you to meet the coaches for these fine teams that have come to us today. First of all, the coach for Smith College, sitting in our audience, Mr. Donald Sheehan. Sitting next to him, the coach for Purdue University, Professor Dean Donor. That's the whistle that starts our second half with a score. Purdue 80, Smith College 80. We got a tie. Let's get going. Now remember, teams, the next time you hear that whistle, it's the final whistle. If it blows while I'm asking you a question, I stop. If it blows while you're answering a question, you can answer that one question only. I have a 25-point visual bonus coming up. Here's your toss-up. Recently, the World Bank approved a $56,500,000 loan to the Egyptian government for 10 points. What?
Purdue, Fervor.
For the Aswan Dam.
For the what?
Aswan Dam.
No. I have to penalize you. 5 points. Repeat the entire question for Smith. Recently, the World Bank approved a $56,500,000 loan to the Egyptian government. For 10 points, what is the purpose of the loan?
Smith leads.
It's to help them build the Aswan Dam. and irrigation in that area.
No, I'm sorry. It's widening and deepening the Suez Canal. I have a 25-point bonus coming up, a 25-point visual. Boy, you squeaked out of that, Purdue. All right, here you go. 25-point visual, here's your toss-up. Despite the fact that this man was elected president of the United States in the leap year of 1856...
Smith Lee.
James Buchanan, he was a bachelor.
That's right, he remained a bachelor. What was his name? James Buchanan. You got it from the date. You're very good on those dates, aren't you? All right, now here. This is interesting. You might say that beatniks in Cuba's Fidel Castro have revived public interest in whiskers. For 5 points each, you are to identify these famous bearded gentlemen. Who is it for 5 points?
Louis Pasteur?
No, Emile Zola. For 5 points. Who is this gentleman? Rasputin. For 5 points. Who is this gentleman?
Walt Whitman?
No, Karl Marx. Karl Marx. All right, for 5 points. Who is this gentleman?
Ulysses Grant.
No, Garfield. James A. Garfield. All right, you can still make 5 points if you get this man. No. This is William Smith of the famous Smith brothers. What's the score, Don?
Purdue 75, Smith 90.
All right, I have a 40-pointer. I have a 40-point bonus that could make all the difference. Coming up, here's your toss-up. In the history of literature, there have been many talented animals. For 10 points, tell us, in what famous English children's book, written about 50 years ago, is there a water rat who writes poetry?
The Wind in the Willows.
Warren.
What?
The Wind in the Willows.
The Wind in the Willows is right for 10 points, and by being quick on that, it's a lovely book, isn't it? Here's your bonus question. I'm going to misquote some famous lines that are often misquoted. And for 10 points each, all you have to do is correct them. I am misquoting them, you correct them. A little knowledge is a dangerous thing. Correct them.
A little bit of knowledge.
No. A little learning is a dangerous thing. That's the way Pope wrote it. All right. Consistency is the hobgoblin of little minds. Correct it.
Small minds.
No. Emerson wrote, a foolish consistency is the hobgoblin of little minds. Now, I have nothing to offer but blood, sweat, and tears. Correct it.
Blood, toil, sweat, and tears.
Wait. She said blood, toil, sweat, and tears. No, I'm sorry. The correct, it can be, I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears, and sweat, or it can be but blood, toil, tears, but tears, toil, and sweat. But it has to be in that sequence. That's the way Winston Churchill said it. You can still get 10 points if you correct this. Discretion is the better part of valor. What is the correct quotation? The better part of valor is discretion. No points. I have a 20-pointer coming up. Purdue, you're still in the running. 20-point bonus coming up. Here's your toss-up. The Earth came into being a long, long time ago. For 10 points, tell us. According to present scientific thinking, did it come into being closer to 5 million? 5 billion?
Smith Cotler.
5 billion.
5 what?
5 billion.
Right, for 10 points. 5 billion years ago. All right, here you go with another bonus question, Smith. In 1959, General de Gaulle was installed as the first president of the Fifth Republic of France. For 10 points apiece, tell us, who was elected first president of Cyprus in 1959?
Archbishop Macarius?
Right, for 10 points. Now, who was installed as president of Venezuela in 1959? Not a likely name. Betancourt. All right, I have a 20-point bonus coming up. Here's your toss-up. The Far Side of Paradise is a biography of a man who wrote...
Purdue, Fervor.
It's Arthur Meisner's biography of F. Scott Fitzgerald.
F. Scott Fitzgerald is the answer you're seeking, right, Judge? Right. Who wrote The Side of Paradise? You interrupted me, but you gave me the right answer. Okay. Here you go. 20-point bonus, Purdue. George Gershwin wrote An American in Paris. For 10 points apiece, who wrote the novels in which the following Americans in Paris appear? Lambert Strether.
Henry James.
Right, for 10 points. Jake Barnes.
Ernest Hemingway.
Right, for 10 points. What's the score, Don?
It's Purdue 105, Smith 120.
I have a 25-point bonus coming up. Here's your toss-up for 10 points. Where are the Bay of Rainbows? The sea.
Purdue, Bruce Sherwood.
They are on the moon.
They are on the moon. The sea is showers and everything. You interrupted me because you gave me the right answer. Here's your bonus question, 25 points. Recent presidential nominating conventions have seldom taken more than 3 ballots to name a candidate. In 1924, however, a convention took 103 ballots to name a candidate. For 25 points, who was selected?
That dark horse candidate.
Warren Harding.
What? What is your answer?
Warren Harding.
No, John W. Davis. He was selected but not elected. I have a 20-point bonus coming up. Here's your toss-up. If you came across some villanelles, for 10 points, would you consult a doctor about them, read them?
Smith, Cotler.
I would read them.
They are what?
They are poetry.
Very good. 10 points. Here's your 20-point bonus. India. India is the world's most populous democracy. For 20 points, what is the world's most populous monarchy?
Japan.
Right, for 20 points. Japan. I have a 20-point bonus coming up. Here's your toss-up. For 10 points, name the commander of the troops who captured John Brown after his seizure of the Federal Army at Harper's Ferry. No takers. Robert E. Lee. I still have a 20-point bonus coming up. Here's your toss-up. Ron Delaney runs. Antonino Rocca wrestles. For 10 points, what does Ilsa Conrad do?
Purdue, Fervor.
Swims is right for 10 points. Here's your 20-point bonus. Purdue, for 20 points, what parliament was purged by a man named Pride? What parliament was purged by a man named Pride?
The Long Parliament.
That's right for 20 points. I have a 20-point bonus coming up. Here's your toss-up. The beadle of the workhouse named the orphans alphabetically, and he came to the letter T. For 10 points, who got his name this way?
Purdue, Bruce Sherwood.
Oliver Twist.
Right for 10 points. Here's your 20-point bonus, Purdue. For 20 points, what Greek philosopher wrote, "Man is by nature a political animal"?
Aristotle.
Right for 20 points. I have a 20-point bonus coming up. Here's your toss-up for 10 points. What is the name of the system of weights in which pennyweights, pounds?
Purdue, Bruce Sherwood.
That is the British system.
No, 5-point penalty. Repeat the entire question for Smith. For 10 points, what is the name of the system of weights in which... And that's the whistle. I'm reading your question. I stopped. The game is over. We're going to take our time to validate our scores. In a moment, announce our scholarship grants. It's official. The final score today is Purdue 170, Smith 150. Purdue is the winner. For carrying home the honors today, Purdue University will receive a $1,500 scholarship grant from the General Electric Company, and to Smith College goes General Electric's $500 grant, and our sincere congratulations to both you teams. It was a magnificent battle. They did what you did last week, didn't they? You know, we've been conducting these contests here on the College Bowl for a little more now than a year now. And some interesting facts are beginning to take shape. For instance, today we had our first husband and wife combination on the team, the Sherwoods from Purdue. Now, like all intercollegiate competitions, our records are proving interesting. You know, we've never had a 4-time winner. Out of 39 schools, these 6 have come up with 3 victories. No one has been able to get that 4th. Georgetown came closest. They tied Princeton and ran up 3 victories before losing to Notre Dame. Double winners have included Barnard, Mount Holyoke, Stanford, and Miami. Now, here you see a list of the single-game winners, not including Purdue today. Certainly an impressive list of schools, and they've given us some exciting moments in the past year, such as last week's game when the girls from Smith came up with a slim 5-point margin, and today's game when Purdue came up from behind. We've seen teams for 39 schools, and 157 varsity scholars here in the College Bowl. And while our varsity scholars have competed for the fun of competition, it's good to know that their efforts will keep other students or help other students get an education through the General Electric scholarship grants to the schools that they represent. To date, the College Bowl grants from General Electric total $78,000. We look forward to many more spirited battles of knowledge here in the Bowl, and the day when some team wins 4 games in a row. Maybe it'll be your favorite school, so won't you be with us next week and every week? We'll find out. Don Marr will be back in just a moment to tell you about next week's contest.
Walter.
You're playing for a